Hello, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I am Dr. Gail, and I am so glad that you're here. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you will know when I go live. And so tonight, I want to talk to you about 7 things your wife will lie to you about. Yes, 7 things that your wife will lie to you about. Now, I don't want the women who watch me coming for me because I'm going to do a video as well about the 7 things that your husband will lie to you about. But I try to be very balanced here on this channel, and I will tell you that every last one of these things I have lied to Mr. Crowder about over the 37 years that he and I have been married. So I don't want this to be something heavy, but I do want you to realize that lying to your spouse is not something that we should be doing, period. I know we all do it. I am very guilty of it. And as you guys know, I am an open book. I try to be so open and honest here on my channel. So let's get into the 7 things that your wife will lie to you about. And they're not things that is to make you argue or whatever. It's just things that we don't think that we should give you all the information or all the details about. Okay. Number 1, how much she really spent and when she really bought it. Okay. This is a huge one. I'm sure you've seen your wife come out and you're like, when did you get that? And she's like, oh, I didn't have this old thing for years. It's not true. Most of the time we buy stuff and we do hide stuff and we do spend more money than we should have on the stuff. And so therefore we take the time and we lie about it. We hide it and then we wear it so we can get the compliments we think we deserve. But also we ain't had it as long as we say that we've had it. And we probably spent more for it than we are letting on. Okay. Number 2, we say this all the time. I'm fine. What's wrong with you? I'm fine. What she really means is if she is not trying to argue with you, is that she's really upset about it. She's trying to process it and she's trying not to cause chaos or getting hell to break loose in the house. So she's just going to say, I'm fine. Okay. And most of the time when we say we're fine, we're really not. So what I say for you husbands who are watching this, just give us a couple of minutes and then we will really tell you that we're not fine and really what's going on. Okay. We use that as a coping mechanism, not to blow up, lose our minds and say something out of our mouths that we will have to apologize for later. So we'll just say, I'm fine. But you can tell our body languages, our faces are not saying that we're fine. Okay. Number 3, yeah, just going out and hang out with your friends. A lot of times we really don't want that, especially if we're feeling overwhelmed with the children, work, house chores, and you and I have not spent a lot of time together. If you have not spent quality time with your spouse and she's feeling overwhelmed and you ask to go hang out with your boys, let me just tell you, she's going to say, yeah, go ahead on. But in her mind, she's like, he really did not spend any time with me. He really did not help me with the children. He sees that I am overwhelmed. Why is he asking to go hang out with his friends? But we don't want to be like, oh, she kept me from my friends, I can't hang out or whatever. So we'll just say, yeah, go ahead. But we really don't mean it. I'm just being honest, we don't. Especially if we have had conversations with you about spending quality time with us. Okay. The other one is, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Especially if we're running to a store to pick up something or going grocery shopping, it's not going to be just 10 minutes. I can tell you that. We're the worst. We're the worst at it because we get distracted. And if we say we're going to the store for one thing, trust and believe me, it's very few of us that can go to the grocery store or to another store and get that one thing and come out. No, we got to see if there's something else we're missing, or oh my God, I forgot this. So 10 minutes, yeah. And I'm not saying this is for every woman, but I'm just saying for the majority of women, yeah, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't count on it. I'm just being honest with you. Number 5, that we don't flirt with other men. Let me just tell you, we as women need to feel beautiful. We need to feel still wanted and desired, even if we're happy in our marriages. If somebody hollers at us and tells us we look pretty today, or I love that, or whatever, we're going to respond. It doesn't have to be anything sexual, but we're going to respond like, oh, thank you so much, I appreciate you. They're going to get an extra smile or something like that, because again, it's human nature, and we love to be noticed. As women, we do, especially if we're not getting it from our spouses and we think we should, because a lot of times for women and men, we begin to take each other for granted, especially if you've been married for a long period of time and you forget to say, you look beautiful today, or you look handsome today. So if somebody gives us some kind of attention, granted, we're going to respond, okay? And I'm not saying your wife is going to go cheat and all that. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is she is going to respond, okay? Number 6, that we don't care about your exes. It's not true. We do care. We can act like we don't care. And I don't care if you've been, your ex is 37 years ago, like Gil's ex is, or if it's 2 years ago, 5 years ago. We do care, right? We do care. We can say that we don't, but we're human beings and we do care, right? Especially if you have children with that ex or whatever, and you still have to interact with them. Absolutely, we do care, okay? And then number 7, that we're not jealous. Oh my God, this is a huge one. We are jealous. We act like we're not, but we are. Especially if we know there's a woman that's walking by that is all put together, and she might speak or whatever, see you guys together. You might not look like you looking at her, but we do get jealous. We begin to check ourselves. Man, I should have, perked up a little bit more today. I should have put on a little bit more makeup, or I should have did my hair a little bit more, or whatever. We are jealous beings. And I'm not saying that everybody has to be extreme, but I'm just telling you, we do notice when you compliment another woman. We do notice when your eyes cut to another woman. We do notice those things, and we are jealous, okay? We might not say it, but our attitudes and our body language will tell you that we got jealous, all right? I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But before I go, if you want this video sent to your spouse or anyone else, and you don't want to be the one to send it to do me a favor, just click the link below in my link pod, and you can fill out the form, and I will have one of my team members to send it to you. Again, I want to see you guys win. And ladies, just know I will be making a video for the 7 things that your husband will lie about. All right. I will see you guys next week.